Hello everyone. So in the previous videos we've gone through creating our balsa block that the cars get machined out of, and we've gone through the fundamentals of what a cadet car for F1 and schools requires. Today what we're going to look at is getting you to actually create your first simple cadet class car, and the example of that's on the screen in front of you. Right, let's go back to the beginning. So to start, I'm in Onshape. I'm in my F1 in Schools Simple Cadet Car folder, and I'm going to create a new document. Document name, I'm just going to call it Cadet Car. And once it's created, we'll go into our workspace and we're going to start creating the car. Now, with our axes or work planes, we're going to use those and be very careful about which ones we select and when. So for this car, I want to start by creating the front profile of the body of the car. So I'm going to click on Sketch and I'm going to select the front sketch plane. Okay, to do this, we want to start by drawing a rectangle, and I'm going to wait until my mouse is highlighted or hovers and highlights the origin point of my sketch planes. I'm going to click, come up and to the right hand side, get it about 30 by 20, click, and to dimension it we're going to type in 32.5 along the horizontal and 20 millimeters along the vertical. There's the profile of the body of my car. I still need to add in the tether line slot. Now I should mention we're working on half the car at a time because we want this car to be mirrored, or it's got to be the same left and right. So when I create this rectangle for the tether line slot, it's going to be 3 millimeters wide and 6 millimeters high, because once we mirror it, it comes to 6 millimeters. Finish my sketch, and now I'm going to extrude that basic profile. And for the length or depth this time, we're going to select 190 millimeters. And there we have the basic body of the car. Okay, now we've got the basic body. What we're going to do, and this is a great habit to get into, is we're going to come over to our features browser on the left hand side. We're going to right click on extrude one, and we're going to rename it, and we're going to call it car body. So we're going to name all of the features as we create them, so that in the future, if we want to go back and edit it, it's easy to find where the particular feature is that we want to edit. Alright, next one. We are going to create some cutouts for where the wheels go. On the front, so again, I'm going to come in and hover over until my mouse highlights in the corner. Sorry, I've created a sketch on this outside plane. And I'm going to come up until it attaches itself to the top edge and click. And down here, I want to type this in as 80 millimeters long. And if I've highlighted up on that top edge, it's already going to say 20. So I'm going to hit enter for that one. Here we go. Okay, enter. Now I'm going to do this again up towards the back of the car. I'm going to select corner rectangle and just come in a little bit from the back down till it highlights on the bottom edge. Drag along, doesn't matter. This one's going to be 40 millimeters long, 20 millimeters high. Now we need to add another dimension on this. So I'm going to use my D key to start a dimension. And I want this line to be 20 millimeters from the back edge of the car body. And you'll see now that whole rectangle got pushed forwards. I'm going to finish my sketch, and we can now extrude these in to form the cutout. So, sorry, not sketch. We want to go extrude, select the front rectangle, the back rectangle. Now you'll notice they're going the wrong way. So up here in the extrude box, we don't want to add anything, we actually want to remove. So we want to remove it, and we want to remove 20 millimeters of material. And click the OK, and you notice now we've got these cutouts. Again, come over to our features, right click, rename, and I'm going to call them wheel cutouts. Alright, there's our second major feature being created. The Next feature we want to do, I want to get a nose cone on this. So I'm going to sketch, this time I'm going to select the inside face of the wheel cutout. And I'm going to do a line. I'm going to come a little bit past halfway down the front corner of the car. Click, drag up until it reaches that top edge. Again, doesn't really matter where. Front corner, and then back to meet. And now we've got this triangle. Again, let's use our D key to dimension some of these. I'm going to make this 30 millimeters long, and I want to make this one 20 minus 6 is going to give us 14 millimeters. So that's going to line up with my tether line slot. I'm going to finish that, extrude it, click on that face. Again, I want to remove it. It's going to remove 25 plus millimeters, which is awesome. And I'm done. And come over here now, rename, and this is my nose cone. Okay, so now we've got the body of the car finished. I've got my side pod here, I've got the body, I've got a rear pod, if you want to call it that, and I've got a nose cone at the front, and that's the initial basics of the car. Next video, we're going to go on and do our axle holes and canister, so keep an eye out for that one. Bye.